Have you ever wondered why someone earning $2,000, 2,000 euros abroad, or even someone earning really good salary here in Uganda can reach at the end of month with almost nothing saved? And sometimes they may be in debt. It sounds strange, right? Because when we hear someone is earning in dollars, euros, or a big salary, that person might be doing very well financially, but earning more money and building wealth are two completely different things. And if you earn in foreign currency, there is one trap that can make this even worse. Today I want us to talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to BeckyBrilliant Finance. If you're new here, you are welcome. I'm Becky, and on this channel, we talk about personal finance, personal development, investing, and building financial stability in a practical way. If that sounds like your goal, you are in the right place. And today's topic is really the one I wanted us to talk about, because I've seen this happen many times. Someone gets a better paying job, or maybe they move abroad, maybe their salary increases, and suddenly they think, now finally I can afford the life I always wanted. And there is nothing wrong enjoying the money you have worked hard for. The problem is when every increase in income immediately becomes increase in lifestyle, you can still find yourself financially stuck. So on this video, I'm going to show you some of the things that can quietly eat away at a good income, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. And stay with me, because towards the end, I'm going to show you a simple way looking at your salary that can completely change how much you can keep. Let's start with something that I think affects people earning foreign currency more than we realize, and that is the currency conversion illusion. Let me explain. Imagine you're earning $2,000 a month. If you're converting that into Ugandan shillings, depending on the exchange rate, it might be around 7.4 million Ugandan shillings per month. That sounds like a lot of money. And psychologically, you may start thinking, wow, I'm earning a lot of millions of shillings every month. It sounds like it's very much. And yes, when converted, it may be a significant amount. But here is where things can become so dangerous. You don't necessarily spend your money as one big amount. You spend it little by little. Maybe it's $10 here, it's $20 there, $30 on food, another $50 for shopping, subscription here, a meal out there. And because you're earning in dollars, in euros, or any foreign currency, those amounts sometimes feel very small. But small expenses don't stay small when you repeat them. And this is why I don't want you only to look at an expense and ask, can I afford it? I want you also to ask, what percentage of my income am I spending? That's when it is going to make sense. And that's the different way of looking at money. For example, you probably had 50-30-20 budgeting rule. The idea is that 50 of your income goes to your needs, 30% towards wants, and 20% of your income towards debt payment, saving or investing. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has to follow that percentage or that example. Your income, responsibilities, cost of living, debt, and financial goals are different. Someone earning foreign currency and trying to build wealth aggressively may decide to save 20%, 30%, or even more if the situation allows it. The important thing is having the percentage of your income that you deliberately protect for your future. Because if you simply spend whatever comes in, your lifestyle will always find a way to consume it. And I've learned that a goal is not just to earn a strong currency. The goal is to make sure that strong income actually stays with you and gets converted into something that builds your future. That could be saving, an emergency fund, investing, a business, or any other assets. Because at the end of the day, income is what comes in, but wealth is what you manage to keep and build. And this brings me to the second problem, which is probably more dangerous than spending small amounts. Because sometimes the problem is not that we are spending too much on small things. Sometimes the moment our income increases, our entire lifestyle increases with it. Now, the second thing that can stop you from building wealth is upgrading your lifestyle too quickly. And this one can be even so difficult because sometimes it's not even about wanting to show off. Sometimes your income genuinely improves and you think, finally, I can give myself and my family a better life. And honestly, there is nothing wrong with that. Maybe you move into a better apartment, you buy a better car, you upgrade your phone, you start eating out more, you travel more, you start buying better clothes or even branded items. And if you are abroad, there can be another layer on it. You start sending more money back home. Maybe you think now it's time to renovate my parents' house or to build my parents' house. Let me put my children in better school, or let me change things for my family because right now I can afford it. And that excitement is completely understandable. You worked hard, your income has improved. You want people you care about, you love, to experience a better life too. None of these things are automatically bad. The problem comes in when you make this financial commitment too early, before you actually build a strong financial foundation for yourself. Because here is what can happen. You upgrade your parents' house. You move your children to much more expensive schools. You upgrade your own lifestyle. And suddenly, all of these things become your own norm. So it means it's now your lifestyle. It's things you are doing. It's part of you. Then maybe 2 years later, your income changes. Maybe you lose your job. Maybe you become sick. Maybe your contract ends. Or maybe you are even tired, you feel if you've been abroad, you feel you want to relocate back. Or maybe you want to change the environment, it is toxic. Whatever, anything can happen. It can be even maybe exchange rate changes. Or maybe your expenses simply become too much. But now it is so difficult to go backwards. And those who are working abroad or have ever worked abroad or you have ever got a better opportunity to take care of some people or to make some people reach some lifestyle, to take them backwards, it is so difficult. Someone, maybe if you've been sending parents 500k Ugandan shillings per month, 1 million, 2 million, and now you want to change it to 500k Ugandan shillings, it is difficult. And those of you who have experienced it already, you can tell it's not always easy to tell someone you've been sending 1 million a month that now you're going to send them 500k Ugandan shillings. They can't really understand that because you have moved them to another lifestyle. How are they going to change their lifestyle? Even you yourself, it becomes so hard that you've been used to driving some different car and now you have to go back. Of eating some kind of food you've been eating out, now you have to cook from home. And it happens automatically because once you've lifted someone's lifestyle, reducing that support can feel like you're letting them down. And that's where people can become financially trapped. So here, what is my advice? I'm not saying don't help your family, don't upgrade your people or your lifestyle. Absolutely help your family when you are in position. Upgrade your lifestyle when you are in position to do that. But before you make permanent commitments, ask yourself, can I comfortably maintain this even if my income drops? And more importantly, have I built my own financial foundation first? Do I have an emergency fund? Do I have any savings? Am I investing? And am I protecting myself against unexpected situations? Because the truth is, you can't sustain helping and supporting everyone. everyone if your financial foundation is still weak. And that's why I always believe when your income increases, don't immediately spend the entire increase. Give yourself time. Build your foundation first, then increase your lifestyle gradually. Because becoming financially successful is not just being able to afford more, it's about being able to sustain what you have built. So now we have first two problems. First, small expenses can look harmless when you're earning in a stronger currency. And second, when income increases, lifestyle and responsibilities can increase just as quickly. So the big question becomes, how do we actually make sure some of our income stays with us? And this is where I use a very simple principle. Treat your salary as if you earn less. One thing that can completely change the way you manage a higher income is this. Don't build your lifestyle around your entire salary. For example, let's say you are earning equivalent at 5 million Ugandan shillings per month. Instead of thinking, I earn 5 million Ugandan shillings, try thinking like this. What if I lived as if I earn 3 million Ugandan shillings or 3.5 million Ugandan shillings? And that doesn't mean that you literally have to use exactly 30%. I'm just using that as just example. You could decide to save 10%, maybe 20%, 30%, or even more if your circumstances allow it. The important thing is that your savings and investments happen before your lifestyle gets a chance to consume everything. So on your payday, instead of receiving your salary and then spend it throughout the month and hoping something remains, you decide in advance, this percentage is going towards my future. Then automate it if possible. Move it into your emergency fund. If maybe you're saying I'm going to be putting my investment or saving in unit trust, money market funds, in treasury bonds, make sure you put it into a suitable savings. Do it according to your goals. Put down expensive debt if that's your priority. The point here is to give your money a job. I'm allocating this for saving, this for investing, this for spending, this and that. It will be easy for you and your money will always have a job to do. I really like this approach because it changes mindset. Instead of saying, I will save whatever is left, you are saying, I will build my future first. Then I will live on what is available. And if 30% sounds impossible right now, please don't feel discouraged. Don't hear me saying that it's a must to save 30% of your income. No, if you can afford 5%, 10%, whatever amount, whatever percentage you can right now, start with that. The percentage can grow as your income grows. What matters most is building the habit. Because the goal is not making you miserable today so you can have money tomorrow. No, the goal is to create a balance where you are enjoying your lifestyle while also protecting your future. And there is one thing about this that I think many people completely overlook. Two people can earn exactly the same salary, live in the same city, and have completely different financial lives. And the difference isn't necessarily who earns more. It's what happens to the money after it arrives. Now here is something I want you to think about. What if the biggest financial mistake you're making is not about what you're spending, but what you're doing with money you never see? Let me explain. Most people focus on the money that enters the account and the money that leaves the account. Money in, money out. But there is a third category. The money that quietly builds your future. The money you automatically move into savings. The money you are investing. The money you are putting towards an emergency fund. The money you are using to pay off debt. You don't see that money sitting on your everyday spending account. So psychologically, you learn to live without it. And that's actually a good thing. Because if you wait until the end of month to decide on what you're going to save, you are allowing your lifestyle to decide for you. But if you save and invest first, you learn to live in what remains. And here is the interesting part. You don't need necessarily to feel rich to become financially stronger. Sometimes you become financially stronger by making sure a portion of your income is invisible to your everyday lifestyle. So if you earn foreign currency, don't let the fact that your salary looks big in Ugandan shillings trick you into thinking that you have unlimited money. Your salary still needs a plan. And honestly, there is something I wish more people understood. A big salary does not automatically create wealth. A big salary simply gives you a bigger opportunity to build wealth if you manage it well. And this brings me to a bigger lesson behind everything we have talked about. Don't focus only on looking financially successful. Focus on becoming financially secure. Because there are people who look incredible, so successful, with nice cars, with everything they need, where everyone look at them and feel like, wow, they have everything I need. But behind the scenes, there may be no emergency fund, no meaningful investments, a lot of debt, and a lifestyle that requires them to keep earning the same amount or even more just to maintain. And then there may be people who won't even look wealthy at all. They are driving the same car they had for years. They are not constantly upgrading their phones. They are not posting every investment they have made, but quietly they are building. They have savings. They have investments, they are paying off debts, they are building businesses, they are buying assets, they are creating options for themselves. And that's kind of wealth everyone needs to focus on. Not just ability to spend more, but ability to say, if something happens tomorrow, I'm okay. If I lose my income for some months, I have a cushion. If an opportunity comes in, I have money to take it. I don't have to depend on my next salary to survive. That's financial freedom. Pounds, Ugandan shillings, the principle is exactly the same. Your income is only the starting point. What you do with it determines where it can take you. So if you're earning a big income now, don't just ask yourself, what can I afford? Just ask, what can I build with this income? Protect a portion of it. Build an emergency fund. Invest. Support your family. But don't forget to build your own financial foundation too. And most importantly, don't increase your lifestyle every time your income increases. Let your wealth grow faster than your lifestyle. And that is it. I'd love to know in the comments, if your income increases tomorrow, what would you do first? Support your family, save, or invest? Which one? See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, and also subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Remember, earning more is good. Keeping and growing more is better. See you.